Welcome back to WB Mason Presents the Joe Girardi Show for our final and most fun segment with the manager, and that's because you get to ask the questions. You can follow us on the web and on Twitter. All right, Joe, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, this is from Twitter. DP57 Wayne, and would you have let Hughes go for his no-hitter if his pitch count reached 110?
We had 115 as his pitch count. And this is a young man that we've talked about innings limitation, but going into the 8th inning, he had only thrown 83. So if he's going to get 3 quick outs there, the most he's going to beat is 100. So, I mean, it was very feasible.
All right, Eric from Somers, New York, wants to know, with Brett Gardner reaching on a lot of infield singles this season, it seems like a dozen or more, how many bases do you think he's capable of stealing? Does he always have the green light?
Very seldom do we put the red light on this young man. Sometimes, you know, with 2 outs in a situation, if he's on second, you know, because he's going to score on any base hit, but very seldom do we put the red light on this young man. I don't know that there's a limit. I mean, if he's on base all the time, I mean, 60, 70, I don't think it's out of the question. I really don't. I mean, he has outstanding base running skills. He's extremely fast, and if he keeps getting on, he's going to steal a lot of bases.
You've been a big fan of his for a long time. He literally changes the game every time he's on base.
Yeah, I have been, because he does change the game. And I remember catching against the Cardinals what the Vince Colemans and all those guys did, the Willie McGee's, how much pressure it puts on a defense and a pitcher and a catcher, and I love it.
Okay, the next one's via Twitter from Zell Yanks. Joe, take us inside your clubhouse office. What's lying on your desk, and what do you have on display? This is going to be a good answer.
Yeah, on display I have a lot of football helmets, college football helmets, and a Jets and Giants football helmet. Northwestern is where I went, so that one's front and center. I have pictures of my family, all my kids and my lovely wife. On my desk, you're going to see a devotional book. You're going to see a lot of numbers, a lot of statistics, a lot of things that scouting books that I like to look at.
You're playing it right down the middle with Jets and Giants.
Yes, I got them both. I cheer for both of them, and since I've been in New York, both of them had outstanding seasons.
All right, this one is from Billy from Bloomfield. Nick Johnson takes a lot of pitches, we know that. But do you think he's going to need to be more aggressive at the plate?
You know, at times he has been more aggressive, and you don't expect him to really change how he hits. One of the things that he's going through is that he hasn't seen a lot of these pitchers in a while. And I think the second time around the league, he's going to be much better. But he's a patient hitter. He's getting on base for us, and that's what we want.
All right, Joe, this one from Kristen in Long Beach. Robinson Cano looks amazing to start the season. Yes, he does. Yeah. He's always been very good, but do you think this could be a breakout year to where he becomes a perennial MVP candidate?
I think it's possible. I really do. I mean, I've watched this young man swing the bat, and he is very, very dangerous. Defensively, we know that he's going to play a Gold Glove second base. And one of the things that I think gets overlooked is how well he runs the bases. I've been extremely pleased with how he's run the bases this year, and he's a complete player.
Joe, thank you so much for joining
Kim.
us, and thank you for joining us as well. As you know, the Joe Girardi Show premieres every Sunday right here on Yes. For now, goodbye.